What is going on, everyone? Is we're back again with another review. In today's video, we're obviously continuing our Rockies franchise. Got like a lot of interesting things to talk about with the trade deadline coming up, seeing any guys on the trade block if I want to make moves for, and then we also got contract extensions to hop right into as well. I think the first contract extension I'm going to look into is extending Brandon Rogers. He's played a pretty good season so far, batting .265. And in general, I like him as a player. I think he's a decent player. I was thinking about this 2-year contract deal. $8.5 million is not too bad over this time. That's what I'm going to go for. Let's see if it happens. Yep, that deal is done. I figured we sign him. He's not a terrible player, but we can definitely have him for a long time. All right, this is the contract I'm going to go with for Ethan Silas. 6 years at the 2.7 mark is actually not too bad at $17 million. We get him for 2.8 mil. That's actually a pretty good deal for him. He's going to be locked up for a long time with that 6-year extension. So pretty solid across the board. I think the next one I'm going to go for is Adore here. He's honestly not playing too bad. He doesn't have the greatest stats, but he's 20 years old. He's a young kid. So I'm definitely giving him the shot. We're only giving him the 2-year at 1.6 because, once again, he's got the A potential, and he's been a solid player for us, so definitely want to extend him over there. Another offer I want to make is on Jake Bird. You guys might think, why would you want to make an offer to this guy? But looking at his stats, he's actually been pitching extremely well for this Rocky squad moving forward. So at the 1.91 ERA, so I'm going to give him the 1-year extension for $1 million, and he's going to accept that. He's been a really solid pitcher for us. I definitely want to get some guys in that pen that are definitely really solid players. All right, so I think I'm going to take this trade right here with the Cubs on the first baseman. I wanted to get rid of Blackman, and his value is actually pretty high right now. And I threw in Thompson in this trade for Matt Merves. Obviously, he's a decent player, batting .309 in AAA with some decent stats. I definitely want to see what we can do with him because we kind of need a long-term first baseman until some of our draft picks kind of get to the league. So I figured with his value being pretty high, we could take a chance on a guy like Matt Merves. His stats are pretty good, and he's definitely got a lot of room for improvement. So I think this is a trade I'm going to make right here to the Cubs. It offers, and it goes through. Just because we get a lot of that salary off the books as well. And we get a pretty decent first baseman, which we kind of need, to be honest. Just because I feel like we really don't have one. Alright, so this is the situation. We're in August 1st. We're currently in last place right now. Only about 15 games under 500. The 27th ranked team in the league. So obviously not the best. I actually played a pretty decent August right there. 63 and 74. Actually not horrible. Pretty close to 500 with this squad. Yeah, there's a couple injuries that we had moving forward, but nothing crazy. Obviously, we're still like 9 games back of the wild cards. So yeah, probably no postseason this year, but we're going to continue as we do have the September call-ups right now. A pretty big player I'm calling up right here is Chase Dollander. We needed an extra guy on the team. Figured we gave him a shot. He pitched okay in AAA, but we're going to see how he is rounding out the final days of this season because there's not much left, to be honest, of this season. So we're going to see. We're currently just dealing with a lot of injuries right now, and it's really annoying. There it is. Our AAA team did not make the postseason. 79 and 71. Actually a pretty decent record. And our AA team also didn't make it. They were horrible this season. So yeah, definitely not it. No one making the postseason. All right, there it is. The season is officially over. We finished 70 and 92. Not too bad, actually, now that I think about it. Definitely could have been a lot worse. 92 losses is not horrible. I mean, 70 wins pretty decent up there. This is the postseason bracket right now with who we have. So if we go to the NL, the Dodgers obviously won our division. Arizona gets in as well. So those are the 2 teams, at least from our division, that are going to be getting in. Some pretty big things, though. Nolan Jones has skyrocketed in this overall, by the way. He's been playing really solid this season. 281 in 2024. Had almost 30 home runs. He's up to a 92 overall. So absolutely insane stats from Nolan Jones. A couple players have also gone up. This Jordan Montgomery signing was absolutely phenomenal this season. He had 209 innings pitched, was the most in his career, it seems like, in a while. And he was just incredible. 3.27 ERA. Really solid pitcher. Glad we made a couple of these signings. The team overall, I think, is looking pretty solid. Brandon Rogers was another big one. He ended the season 250. Not horrible, but we'll see what we can do at that second base position. Obviously, we did extend Doyle's contract. He did not have that good of a season this year, but it's only $800K, so it's not a whole lot of money that was invested into him. I did call Chase Dollander up for a little bit. He got absolutely shelled. So yeah, not the best from Chase Dollander. He's got a 14.54 ERA, gave up 9 runs, 7 were earned in 4.1 innings in 3 games. So not the best from him. But this team has made some strides. I mean, we do see the Ethan Silas overall went up a little bit. He batted .237. Not horrible, but, it was his first season. So a lot of improvement to be made on this team. Excited to get some of those draft picks in as well. I mean, this was a shock to me. The Braves have defeated the Guardians in the 2024 World Series. We got a pretty big update. Your manager, Bud Black, has decided to retire. We will need to replace him at that moment. That's actually a good thing, to be honest, because he's kind of letting down our team, in my opinion. We do know our hitting coach's contract is up as well. So I think I am going to make this qualifying offer just because we need a backup catcher, so might as well take it. So, yeah, like we said, the player has until November 8th to accept this offer. So we'll see if anyone signs him. Who knows, though. There we go. We got our manager. It took a little bit. We're getting denied a lot. Vance Wilson, he's never managed in the league before, so we're going to see how he does leading our staff, but he's definitely got some pretty good attributes, to be honest. Like, the first contract I'm going to make is to our closing pitcher, Justin Lawrence. He's age 30. I say he's got about 2 seasons left with us, to be honest, until we get someone else in that closing position role. He had some decent stats last year, nothing incredible, but he had 39 saves and 8 blown saves. Not horrible, to be honest, so I'll gladly take him back. He's not that bad of a pitcher. All right, so I went through and I got all the, salary offers and all the tendered contracts through. I have simmed a couple of days. I actually forgot to record some of it, so that is my bad. But I have gone through some of the arbitrations here and some of the tendered contracts. Most of everyone we had pretty much signed across the board, so that was exciting. A couple guys I'm not really going to want because, they're old and, they want a crazy contract. This Dollander contract's pretty good, though. 3 years for $300K. He's actually pretty excited about that one, so wondering if he could sign, and then I got that contract as well. So yeah, I'm going to go through my 40-man roster, but we did have some nice draft class. I have moved them up to AA. Obviously, let's go over, where's our first round pick? Cash Hall. Insane stats to start out with, by the way, on this hitting side. Starts with that 72 power, 62 power versus righties and lefties, 61 vision. Really good first round pick, I think, in my opinion. He's going to be on our AA team. Our second round pick, Donovan, also insanely good, insanely fast speed in the outfield. 96 speed, 83 steal, 71 power, and 66 power. So really solid off the jump. And then I think it was, I got to scroll down a little bit for these ones, but I know Dylan Allen was also on here. He was our 4th round pick. I didn't have much hype on him, but he was also insanely good. I mean, the 74 hits per 9 looks really solid. Just want to see if he can get that K per 9 up as well, because I didn't have much faith in that pick either, and he was also really solid, so that was nice. Travis Brendel was also one of our picks. I think he was in the 3rd or 2nd round, not totally sure, but he also looked great. I mean, this card looks great, 77 hits per 9 as well. So excited for these guys. Definitely going to be starting our AA system at least this season. We're going to see where we go from there. Hoping kind of Cash Hall has a breakout season so he can get a lot of points in his overall at least. So same with Donovan. Hope these guys do really well. I can call him right up to AAA and see what happens, because we obviously still have Dollander on here, and he obviously didn't have the best time when he was with the Rockies last season. But yeah, definitely I think we're going to be calling him up probably at the end of this season, maybe permanently, and seeing how he does in AAA. But yeah, I'm going to give him the 3-year actually, because he has more interest, and I think it'd be better for the squad. So that's the contract we're going to give him. He looks very happy about that one. He has the Yankees for 6, and he has the A's for 7. So I think it'll be interesting to see if we can get him. But yeah, I mean, it would actually work, because if you look at our roster right now with everything kind of broken down, obviously Nolan Jones is a right fielder, but he can also play left, third, first, so a lot of versatility on that aspect. Definitely move him over, which I'd be fine doing. Another good pitcher is Corbin Burns. I definitely would like to pick him up if we can. Yeah, he pitched really well last season with that 2.8 ERA, and he definitely just be a solid pitcher to the squad. Looking forward. He's the best starting pitcher available. Obviously, we got Tanner Scott available as the closing pitcher, but we just extended our closing pitcher, so I don't think it would be smart to do that right now. I think a simple contract would work good for him. He want 19. I'm willing to do 2 years over 40 mil, which would put us at the highest again. I like that contract a lot. It definitely is a lot of money we're seeing like we're going to put up, but we got to spend money. The Rockies haven't spent money in a long time, so I think it's about time that we're going to spend some money. Like I said, we're going to check this back every day, make sure we're still the highest offer to see where these guys go, but I think we could definitely get a couple of these guys in the squad. Yeah, I think we're going crazy. I got the Juan Soto offer, I got the Pete Alonso offer, and I got the Corbin Burns offer. All these guys we can't afford. I like the Alonso offer just because this guy's a dog. He's a really good player, and I think it'll be worth it. We're definitely going to be interesting if you look at our team. Obviously, we just drafted a first baseman. We just signed a first baseman. We traded for a first baseman. Definitely going to be interesting, but one of these guys could just be a DH as well. But we're going to see if they sign. We still got a lot of time. Goldschmidt is available as well. He batted insanely good last year, so we could go for him. A guy like a Willie Adames is a good player, I think, in my opinion, too. There we go. James Gunn has accepted our offer for our hitting coach, which is really important because we definitely needed that. Now our coaching contracts are officially done. So we got all these guys locked up pretty much in that 3-year. We got our first base coach and farm director next to go. But yeah, we definitely got some good guys right here with just the attributes in general. So excited about that. That's something we needed. So there's the first one to fall. The Reds signed Tanner Scott, 6 years, $61.8 million. So there is on that one. That's the first free agent to fall right here. We are still the top guys right now, which is very exciting. All right, we didn't get a notification about it, but Juan Soto just signed. I don't know where our notification was. I just looked back here and I was like, wait, where did Juan Soto go? I see our budget just crash right there at the bottom. We have signed Juan Soto for the next 3 seasons, which is very exciting. Definitely a solid player. Very excited about this one. The Rockies are going to the top. I'm telling y'all, the Rockies are going to the top. We got great drafting. $36 million. Let me know what you guys think. Was that a bad contract? I think it's going to be a solid one, though. But yeah, that's who we have right now signed. We still have our Pete Alonso and Corbin Burns one if you want to continue this as well. So we just got a lot better as a team. I'll tell you that. We just got insanely better as a team with Juan Soto coming on over, which is very nice. We will have to adjust our 40-man roster as well. I just kind of noticed that with all these signings, but that's fine. We'll be able to figure that out. But now we have insanely good outfielders with Nolan Jones and Juan Soto out there. So Nolan Jones probably going to play left field. I could put Soto at center if I want to, but he's not as fast as Nolan Jones is way faster. So yeah, definitely gotta think about that, at least in the outfield. Okay, there's our backup catcher right there. Diaz has decided to accept our qualifying offer and is now under contract. So that is definitely an interesting decision. I did think he was gonna sign with anyone else, so that's why I was hesitant to give him this contract. But, you know, we do need a backup catcher, and I'm not really confident in Drew Romo right now, to be honest. So that will be Diaz's spot on the team next year. Diaz did bat well at 273, had a lot of hits, so not a terrible catcher in my opinion. I think just Stylus is much better, though. There it is, baby. The Rockies signed Pete Alonso for 2 seasons. That's a nice one to get on the board. Definitely happy with that contract with Pete Alonso on the team now. And yes, he's only signed for 2 seasons, but we can also extend him later, which is fine. We're going to have first dibs on him, which is nice. Definitely excited about that one. We have some solid pieces with the 90 overalls, which is really good. You know, we're definitely just making the team better, in my opinion. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I'm going to trade Chris Bryant. It's just the salary dump for me at this point. I think we're going to do it. Yeah, I think we're going to just take a guy like that and just get the salary back. Because we don't really need Chris Bryant anymore. I mean, I was looking at the depth chart, and we really don't need him, to be honest. So I'm just going to do a little salary dump right here. Because, you know, we're going to have good guys over here anyways. Just with our outfield in general, like we're going to be solid. I don't really need him. So that's going to be my offer. We'll give him 4 years, 80 mil. We're going to see how that goes. Gives us plenty of time on that budget. All right, we got a big day right here as we have the draft lottery. My first time ever doing this in general. So these were the season results right here. This is our chance for the number 1 pick. We were ended up 6th worst in the league, which isn't ideal, 70 and 92. So, you know, not the best. Obviously, the Braves win the World Series. So the postseason teams don't qualify for this, so it's only the bottom 8 teams you see on the left here. We're at 6. Hopefully we can move up. We got a 7.5% chance. Here we go, baby. Let's send this draft lottery. Not the best results. Not the best results. It looks like we end up getting 9th, so not the best for that one. The Red Sox move up 11, the Royals move up 5, and the Mets move up 5. So not the best for us as we move down 3 spots. So yeah, I mean, they say like you should not tank, and you know, that's what happens. But yeah, I don't know about the Royals, Mets, and Red Sox with those records getting those picks. But at least the Athletics and the Nationals get their first-round pick. So we're 9th. That's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. There it is, baby. Corbin Burns signs with us. 4 years, $80 million. I knew that was the right decision to get rid of Bryant because we really don't need him, to think about it. We really do not need Bryant. We get an elite pitcher on the board right here for the next couple seasons. 4 years he's with us, so that's very exciting at the $20 million mark. Like this, we could give Max Fried a 1 year, 11 mil. That wouldn't hurt the budget too badly. Let's just throw it out there. Why not? We could use a nice pitcher like that. Let's just throw it out there, see if he's end up signing. We also could trade him later as Willie Adames goes to the Marlins, which is pretty interesting right there on the board. There it is. Max Fried signs 1 year, $11 million. So our team is looking solid right now. If you would ask me, our team is looking solid. Our top 5 players pretty much were all free agents if you think about it, with Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, Burns, and Fried. So the Rockies are looking solid. We finally have some area to spend some money, and we're going to obviously use that advantage. We're not going to play like their game they've been playing for a minute. But now we got to figure out our 40-man roster and our MLB rosters now. There is Gleyber Torres goes to the Angels. Pretty interesting contract right there. All All right, there is our offseason right there. We are currently the 19th team in the league right now. Very excited about that as we head into spring training. I think we did a solid job signing all these players. We just look good. We feel good. I think we're kind of a young, old squad at the same time with a couple of our guys. But, man, I think we really did solid with this one. 19 from, 28? We really went out and signed a ton of great players, in my opinion. We are negative in the budget right now, so that's, not ideal right now. But we're going to make that up throughout the season, I think, is what we should do. Because, the player salaries went a little bit crazy this season, to be honest. But I think it's going to be worth it. We're going to make it up with, the revenue we make from the wins and the sponsorships and all that stuff that we can in the game. So should be exciting as we look at this team moving forward. Definitely excited to see where we're at right now. Taking a look at our prospect promotion incentive guys real quick. We got a couple of players. We got Jordan Beck is one of our guys, as well as Zach Veen. Don't know if these guys are going to play for us in the outfield, but definitely got a shot. I think, and Moore could definitely get it. I'm definitely going to want to play him a lot. Chase Dolander was definitely, he's got a good shot to get it. Maybe Tavar can get it as well for our promotion. So we'll see what happens with these guys. Yeah, definitely made a splash. I think we could say in this offseason, we definitely look solid heading into the next seasons, but that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys enjoy this one, we cover pretty much all of last season, the whole off season in this video. Hope you guys enjoy. We should look really solid for a nice 2025 season. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everyone.